Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Shane.
I'm Zac.
And we're back here with Star Wars The Mandalorian. Oh my gosh. Last episode, Zac. It was a hell of an episode.
Yeah, I gather.
You just started the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But, you know, like that being said, it was still a pretty big deal seeing that character on live action.
Yeah,
you can almost imagine, like 14 years ago, when Filoni and George started this character that no one liked, they probably thought they didn't think Clone Wars to be as successful as it was. And then it was.
I got a headline in an article, that George just wanted her dead anyway. So,
well,
I'm sure that they go, we didn't see her turn out like this. And George's like, I wanted her dead. So,
but he didn't want Han dead. That's what's funny.
He didn't want Han dead?
Well, yeah, Han.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford wanted Solo to die, so his character would have utility and Empire would have this big bottom. But then, there's all these different reasons.
Well, he shouldn't have got what he wanted. And
George should have got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that being said, you've only seen...
The only time Harrison Ford should have got what he wanted in the Blade Runner franchise. Because Rick Deckard does not need to be a replicant. Okay. But in this case...
Yeah. Well, I'll say this.
Solo needed to die.
We should have... Well, I don't think so either, especially now.
Yeah. And
you've seen episode 7, so I love the way he's used. That being said, let's finish the many seasons of Clone Wars and another show. Since she is in Rebels, you know what I mean? Okay. And then we can have that conversation again. You might change your mind. So last time, what happened? Big things.
We found out that Baby Yoda, the child's real name is Grogu.
Grogu, yeah.
And that he's actually 50 years old. He was smuggled out of the Jedi Temple in Coruscant before the Purge.
Yeah.
And this is all discovered on Corbus after Din Djarin takes him there to find, a Jedi.
Yeah.
They find Ahsoka Tano. She's like, nope, not doing it. Take him to the Seeing Stone on Typhon.
Mm-hmm.
Typhon.
Yep.
She confronts the magistrate, which is actually Bruce Lee's granddaughter.
Yeah.
And
found that out after.
Yeah. A fan.
Yeah.
Put us on that. So.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you, fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Dropped another big name as well.
Yeah, Thrawn.
Yeah.
Grand Admiral Thrawn,
mm-hmm.
which is cool to see. We got to see Michael Biehn.
Mm-hmm.
Bane.
Yeah.
No one's helped us on that one. We got to look that name.
Yeah, we don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Pronounce his name. And if you're interested, go look up the Tarantino cut of the Ahsoka fight with the magistrate.
Yeah, I think
very cool.
Boba Skywalker, a friend of mine. I think he tagged me on that on Twitter. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool dude, and that was a pretty cool little video.
It was.
And you talked about. We love Tarantino, and you're especially a big fan. Anytime we've seen a movie cut with his style and his music, it's elevated it.
Yeah, you had an episode 3 trailer.
Yeah.
That was cut as a Tarantino trailer. And it was really cool.
It was
I would rather see that than the episode 3 that we got. So, because someone elevated it just with that trailer.
I hear you. That being said, I love last episode. I don't think we're gonna have another huge thing like that, but I'm really excited to see how they can delight us. All right, because Filoni and Jon Favreau, you've done a good job so far. Oh, he still has it.
He's waiting to get it back like any good parent.
Yeah.
Grogu.
I love
him. That's cool.
Yeah.
Grogu.
He's entertaining himself.
Yeah. Oh. Dang ferret, baby.
Hey, no, I'm not mad at you. You did good.
It's like, son of a bitch,
When the nice lady said you had training, I just...
The nice lady.
This is
really cool.
This is a great little talk. Yeah, I just love their little moments. Kind of like when we had that, when he's like the red wire,
Yeah. The blue one.
The tragedy. Shit! I don't want to watch something called The Tragedy. Have you heard of the Tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise? Yeah, how that went?
I heard of Greek tragedies and they never turn out good.
Because didn't tragedy mean comedy back then? And comedy meant tragedy?
I don't think so.
Sorry, buddy, I can't land on the top. Too small.
There's a flat fucking...
We're gonna have to travel the last stretch with the windows down.
Windows down. Nice.
That's a cool little fact. And we know he's flown with him before.
Yeah, he's doing everything I wanted him to do.
He did exactly. I didn't think that was going to happen. But I thought they were going to give a reason, but they just did that.
No, I'm glad because it fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
Why are you walking? This isn't a Tolkien movie.
Well, I'm just saying because there's like other times he's parked outside of town, and like he could just fly everywhere, and he doesn't. It might be something to do with.
Well, I guess this is it.
Well, this fucking rock in the middle of all these other stuff.
A guy like this doesn't understand this shit. It was.
Yeah.
I guess just sit you on this rock.
You think about a cowboy going into like some Native American ritualistic thing,
I don't know. They always kind of made that seem like they. By the point we've met the cowboy, they already know what's going on. They understand. They're probably just thinking these are some crazy ass Indians, and they don't need to know anything else.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a slave one.
Time's up, kid. We gotta get out of here.
Is he gonna fuck?
Oh, whoa.
We don't have time for this. We gotta get.
Oh, that's so fucking cool, dude.
We gotta get.
It's like a video game where he's doing that, and you gotta fucking defend him while the hordes are coming.
Oh, yeah. Boba. It's Morrison.
Yeah. Damn, it's so good to see him, isn't it?
It is.
I'm here for the armor.
Are you Mandalorian?
I'm a simple man making his way through the desert.
Yeah.
Like my father before me. With a lock scope that will unload by the time my body hits the ground.
I'm the one wearing Beskar. As soon as I see that muzzle flash, you're both dead.
I didn't mean she was going to shoot you.
She.
My friends locked on to that little companion of yours up on the hedge.
And if you remember, I don't miss.
Fennec?
Oh.
15 year, Mando.
God. When it shows him put the jetpack somewhere, it's never a good thing. Shit.
Doesn't grab his jetpack. How would you forget it?
Go through like fucking Clark Kent on Smallville.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was cool.
I know this. Oh, Jesus.
Nice. Yeah, this is some of the best Star Wars action I've seen in a while, as far as
Oh,
effects.
no.
Very-
Look at him, dude. Oh, fuck.
That was cool.
Boba Fett, man. I hope Daniel Logan's watching this.
Oh, fuck. There's all the shoots because the cover's gone.
Indiana Jones. Oh, man, that Roy. You got some balls to.
Why would you just move?
Maybe he thought he could break it apart. Dude,
Reminds me.
that is so good.
Reminds me of the Last Mohican.
Oh, dude. I just.
He's gonna go in there and get his armor.
Okay, let's move in.
Very Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's a little bigger, that's alright.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can tell the armor.
It's a little, that's okay. He looks like a badass, you know?
Got to see that fucking rocket at work. That's
Yeah.
nice. But Django used his in
Yep.
in episode 2, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Oh my god, dude.
That's cool.
Super impressed.
I was aiming for the other one.
Now we get the Slave 1, so.
Oh, dude.
It's pretty slick. I
Yeah.
can see some pretty cool action figures being made of these.
Yeah. Kind of like Iron Man, man. The way they're coming down.
I'm gonna use some force shit.
Come on, kid.
Ex-Imperial sharpshooter. Last name Mayfeld.
Hey.
Apprehended near the Dulestri system on a derelict prison ship.
Miggs.
50 years.
Miggs Mayfield. That's a funny name. Sounds like someone from Boston, kind of, doesn't it?
Miggs.
That's so fucking badass.
Stop. Wait. You've gotten very good with that. But it makes you oh so sleepy.
Damn it, Gus.
Have you ever seen one of these? From years past.
No.
Put it in shackles.
Oh, little shackles. I feel so bad.
And how often does it carry shackles that small? Oh, that's his camera.
Probably still want it.
That is inconveniently placed.
Jeez. Okay, so that was the episode, and I'm in a different way just as impressed, and in some ways more impressed than I was with the previous episode.
Me too. I'm
previous
surprised
episode, yeah,
that we got them back to back. That Boba was right on the heels of Ahsoka. So
Yeah, just I have to officially say now that this season I like more than last season.
yeah, they definitely upped the stakes.
So they up the stakes, but sometimes when they do that, it's just like, yeah, but I miss the simplicity of just the first season. Just, I loved the first season so much.
Yeah.
And this, I always feel like when you up the ante, like it becomes this, I don't know.
You're right.
Yeah, but I officially enjoy this more. Then it says a lot for me. And
You're getting more, bigger name actors. You're getting characters, bigger characters.
Yeah.
Season, so.
And just, gosh, I guess. First of all, I guess it's hard not to talk about just now. Grogu's been taken. That was pretty heartbreaking, but that scene at the end was so fucking badass.
The stormtroopers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I guess we should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
Because it places a threat on the situation. So the whole cat and mouse shit where they're just chasing him the whole time.
Yeah.
The fact that they actually capture him, gives the audience something to be afraid of.
No, definitely.
So
and for some reason his name eludes me. Gus, what's his name in this? Moff Gideon? Yeah.
Yeah.
He just had really no fear going in there. Yeah, he was... I guess I imagine the first time they got him, maybe something like this happened before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he might have a lot more experience dealing in these kind of situations.
Yeah.
So...
Because, you talked about, you're doing that and you're going to get tired,
You're oh so sleepy.
Yeah, okay, but...
Like me right now.
Yeah. But, oh my gosh, so I actually thought that was going to happen. I'm glad that Boba and Fennec, they're joining Din Djarin.
Well, it's nice that they're going to be kind of a party that's going after the child because, Ahsoka's just like, nope, not doing it. Walks off, to accomplish whatever little she can accomplish on this fucking rundown moon that she's living on.
Yeah, okay. Corvus, she's got her own mission. She's a wandering swordsman, as, kind of like the wandering samurai trying to tone kind of thing.
Yeah, but she wants to be useful and...
No, wait,
I guess she could just be disillusioned,
I guess you just gotta watch some stuff.
Well, she's on her mission, obviously, to find Thrawn, so she's got to.
Yeah, and she might think that's. From what that's a big thing. Like you haven't seen all this stuff in Rebels, but her mission's very important. She might think it's more important. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. How does she know that going on that mission wouldn't help her?
Wouldn't help
getting closer to Thrawn. She wouldn't know.
No, she wouldn't know, but
it would put her in touch with the Empire.
Yeah, when she had the magic, she goes, "Where is he?" And then it cuts off. Maybe she told her exactly where she, so maybe she was going to leave Corvus
and go straight there.
Yeah, or yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That being said, I'm glad she wasn't in here. Well, I'm sure if she was in this episode, it'd be cool too. I'm just glad we had this great focus on Boba Fett.
Well, no, it was cool to see him using the gaffy stick and laying down.
It didn't shy away from the badassery, from just like the brutal.
No, it was savage. Yeah,
it was a brutal, savage thing.
Now, he really reminded me of the old man in Last of the Mohicans. He looks just like like Tamara Morrison just walking into that role and put the wig on and
a wig on. You mean wig off or
wig on? Because Because the fucking guy
Oh,
had hair.
I think you meant like, okay. Like you put a wig on for this.
No. No. I'm saying,
Okay.
You know, I don't know. But point being, he's got the war club.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it's very visceral, you know.
Yeah,
He's stabbing people with it.
It was
He's breaking their helmets open and destroying their armor.
It was a great action scene, and it was something. Star Wars isn't known for that type of brutality. I love Star Wars. I love the fights, but like this gave me something a little different. I'm so impressed with that man.
Yeah,
and
no,
when
he sounds fucking badass.
He sounds oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he sounds so badass. I almost want them to release a new dub and make his new voice all the clone troopers.
Yeah, but he's that way now because he's grizzled and old.
Oh, I know.
Probably swallowed
that's
some
how great
Sarlacc fucking stomach acid.
Yeah, that's how great it is. If they chose to do that, I would let it slide. Is what I mean.
They can't sound like that now. No matter how much all of us
They couldn't understand.
want to sound like that.
Yeah.
No.
They couldn't understand each other.
What? What did you say?
Yeah.
That's a terrible imitation.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Okay, but taking it from the top here, just that we said it during the reaction. That scene with Hem and Grogu with Din Djarin, in the cockpit with Grogu. That kind of touching scene. What do you think of that?
I thought it was pretty cool to see, especially because it's a quiet opening to the episode where they're playing with the ball, kind of like a dad playing catch with his kid.
Yeah,
but not to that extent.
It was the connective tissue with last episode as well.
Yeah, and but he's saying Grogu, and the kid keeps looking at him. He's laughing, like he's entertaining himself.
That was so funny. And he finally uses the Force. Stay first, man.
Yeah, and he's disappointed though that he's got to let the kid go.
Yeah, you can
tell he's connected.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. I really love his performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just I just read a recent interview. It's such a different type of performance when you can't hear your voice clearly. It's it's through that vocabulary, and you can't see your facial expression. So you have to act out everything, and
everything's very gesticular.
Yeah,
imagine how Prowse felt. Who, by the way.
Yeah, David Prowse, the bodybuilder who played Vader, the suit
body actor.
Yeah, the body actor passed away. Yeah, so.
But imagine how he would have felt. He fucking has the neck piece and everything. All he can do is he can barely turn.
Yeah, and back then, just they weren't as good at making the suits comfortable.
Yeah, so he's probably sweating his ass off, and he probably hates it.
Just like you wanted. Pretty much verbatim.
Yeah, they fucking flew right down there. I can't land the ship. Flying the rocket packs. They're flying with the windows down.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly last episodes. They did better fucking fly up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they walk.
Well, it made for some great imagery as well. Just to see him flying there and seeing the kid all happy.
Well, they got things set in motion.
Yeah.
They could have wasted 10, 15 minutes of the episode with him walking up there, even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to fly there. And it gets things rolling. You see the Slave One, which is very cool to see it break on the screen.
Well, just the way it happened, it was just man, I can't believe it. Now we're going to see him. It's just great. I guess because we saw him previously, I wasn't sure what we were going to get and how formidable he was going to be.
You didn't even know if he still had the Slave One.
No, yeah, we didn't. Yeah. It was just kind of interesting to think about. You know what I mean? That he's like this nomad, but he's I still got that thing. You know what I mean?
Still got his shit.
It's you act a certain way, but you have a garage where you keep your your Ferrari. You know what I mean? That you don't drive around unless it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, when he puts him on the Seeing Stone, Grogu, that was just when he sets him on there, and it was hey, are you going to do the thing?
Yeah.
He looks away, and then looks back at him, and he's in that really...
He's in the trance.
Yeah, he's in a trance, and then that was awesome.
Well, they fucking leaving his jetpack there, man.
Yeah.
It was a big oversight. Well, he may not have been thinking clearly because he wanted to get up and get the kid, but I would just think that given the threat.
Well, I think it's one of those things where you would, because you want to get the kid, you would go, oh, I don't have it on.
Yeah.
Then you put it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think you would notice. It becomes part of himself.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's armor. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Tamara Morrison is a much stouter man than Jeremy Bulloch.
Yeah, Jeremy Bulloch. Yeah, okay.
And Jeremy Bulloch was 35 when he donned the armor in the original series.
Okay.
But, Tamara Morrison at this point is probably in his 50s.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. And
I mean, if you told me he was 50 in episode 2, I'd believe it. You know what I mean?
He was probably in his, he could have been in his late 30s, I guess. I don't know because I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
But, and I've seen him in other movies, and I like him as an actor and a performer. But he, in this, judging by just his build, his voice, and things like that, I know he's got a lot of makeup on.
Yeah.
But I'd say he's probably got to at least be in his 50s. He's around my dad's age, just how I imagine him.
Yeah.
And, he's a lot sturdier, got that barrel gut.
Yeah.
And
he looks so intimidating.
Well, he did. No, I'm not saying that he's this fat ass. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that he's a big fucking stout guy.
Yeah.
Fucking from New Zealand. They're stocky people.
Yeah.
And whatever, man. He's got the armor on. It doesn't fit very well.
Doesn't fit. It's not.
It doesn't fit as well because Jeremy Bulloch was a little smaller guy.
Yeah.
He was kind of scrawny even, and
I can't imagine. I just can't imagine it's the same armor.
Well, that's what I'm wondering if it is directly a prop that was used from the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Or did they just make it to spec? That would make sense.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen them make it in a way, like I mentioned during the episode, to where it fit a little better, kind of like Din Djarin's armor fits.
It's great to hear that, like, Django, like, in canon now, like, he was a Mandalorian, basically. He was a foundling, adopted the Mandalorian ways, kind of like Din Djarin, had a son, and it seemed like he kind of pseudo-raised him to be in that way. And, the armor belongs to him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And his chain code was in the armor 25 years ago. Cara Dune, who is now a Marshal of the New Republic, even though she made it sound like she wouldn't become one. She has gone legit, and he wants to recruit Miggs Mayfield. I'm going to be...
Over.
I'm glad to have... I'm always glad to get any of those characters back. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to be great to have him back.
I'm glad it's just him,
to be
honest. I like Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
But he served his purpose. He's a big fucking meathead in this show.
Yeah.
He already got stuck in the door. Whatever.
Yeah.
The woman, the Twi'leks.
Yeah.
They get kind of on my nerves because they with their hissing bits and like their teeth and shit. It's like, okay, yeah, you're overdoing it.
How'd you feel about the Dark Troopers?
I thought the design was cool. I'd like to have seen them be more practical.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see him a little more in action. So
No, practical. I meant to say, like, I wish I could have seen an actual prop.
Oh, okay.
Instead of what appeared to me like the very CG. They don't have the same effect. They don't look as clunky in a way. Maybe,
Yeah.
Or as rigid. So
Yeah.
either if there were any props used,
Because
whatever they've done with them to enhance them through CG, it kind of, you could tell.
I thought it was really cool how they brought him in. So, Dark Troopers, I'm pretty sure in the Kyle Katarn game,
Katarn.
Yeah.
There's an animal.
Eric's favorite, one of Eric's favorite EU characters of all time, Star Wars Dark Forces. Kyle Katarn had to fight these things. They're basically these advanced exoskeleton battle droids, and they're meant to fight force wielders. Okay, and there's like a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and I think maybe a phase 4 or something. But these guys look like the later models. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're like bigger and everything else. And I'm trying to wonder if they're like what kind of interaction, like what does it look like with Mayfield and Boba Fett? Like
mouthy fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like this old hard ass.
Yeah, I can't imagine he would put up with that very much.
No.
But he might just be kind of, whatever. He might just be kind of quiet and brush him off.
Yeah.
I feel like this episode is giving like fanboys and people who are new to Star Wars just exactly like kind of what we want to see. Like fanboys, what they want to see. They want to see Boba Fett come back and be a badass and do badass things because he's like the OG. But when we saw him, like think about the people who originally saw him. Like people who originally saw him, he wasn't even in episode 4.
Nope.
He was just standing there, and in episode 5, and he got Han Solo. He was someone who could say to Vader, like, he's no use to me dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said no disintegration. It made it seem like they had some kind of, like, relationship,
history.
some rapport, right?
There's some history, yeah.
But other than that, in episode 6, he just fucking gets hit in the back and dies.
He's a victim of a gaffe.
You know what I mean? And then we see his dad's a badass. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, maybe he's probably a badass, too. Yeah. And then we see some stuff that you haven't seen yet, where we see some Boba Fett stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, seeing him in this, like the OG, like the progenitor of all the Mandalorian stuff that we're seeing.
Yep.
Like it's just to make him like the ultimate badass. It's such a cool.
It is cool.
It's just a wise thing to do. It's just a great thing to fulfill For guys like us who've been watching this for a long time, I'm just super happy with it.
I still feel with Giancarlo Esposito, though. I mean, I want to see more from him in his delivery. I mean, I'm no fucking critic, but I don't know. I was spoiled because I saw him as Gus first.
Oh yeah,
and he's fucking amazing as Gus.
Yeah, me too.
And it might just be the material he's working with. It's like, no, you need to be, this guy. You need to like taunt this little fucking animatronic baby, and
I've read some interviews.
Say things like "oh so sleepy," so
I've read some interviews with him. He's definitely said like, I'm not playing Gus. This is
no, it's not. It's a role. He's not a character actor. He's not like they're not hiring like with John Wayne. Every role you got was John Wayne.
Yeah. He's toting that Darksaber around pretty confidently. I wonder how well he can wield it. I'm anticipating something between him and the Mandalorian with the Beskar spear. Yeah. So if that does occur, which I imagine it does, I hope if it's half as cool as the Boba Fett stuff, I'll be.
But funny if he just threw it and hit him and killed him.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
That's kind of cool.
I want, I mean, like,
you want a big duel, and
I want to be satisfied.
Sometimes, though, that's just not always necessary.
Okay, guys, that was our discussion and our breakdown of this episode. Sorry, we're very tired. We actually doing something we haven't done before because we can't do the episode tomorrow. We decided to do it at 3:00 in the morning when it came out.
Technically, it is the tomorrow he's referring to.
Yeah,
because we couldn't do it this evening.
Yeah,
so we decided we would do it this morning before I go to work.
Yeah. So
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, and I just stayed up. He went to sleep, took a nap. I haven't gone to sleep.
That's about what I had amounts to was a nap.
So yeah, sorry guys if we seemed a little like we were kind of tired, because we are. But I really fucking love this episode. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like us and you want to support us, just give us a like, give us a subscribe, turn on that notification. If we got something wrong, I'm sure you'll let us know in the comments. Some other Star Wars stuff we're doing Star Wars: The Clone Wars and chronological order, so make sure you check that out as well.
Chronological.
Chronological.